What is Fiverr.com? Fiverr defines itself as the world's largest freelance service marketplace for lean entrepreneurs to focus on growth and create a successful business at affordable cost. So this is very simple. So Fiverr is a it's a global online marketplace offering tasks and services beginning at a cost of $5 per job, hence its name. So it got its name when Fiverr started first. Every job was priced at what? $5. Now there are jobs, people price jobs as much as $1,000, $2,000. But it got its name because it was popular for delivering $5 jobs, and the $5 jobs are popular jobs that people, as we said, people that do not have a heavy wallet, businesses and entrepreneurs that don't have a lot of money. So anybody come on Fiverr is on budget. So that's why the $5 jobs are so popular. And as a beginner, you would need to start with the $5 jobs to be able to build your portfolio. One, two, to be able to get reviews that will push you, to the top of your category, so that because the more views you get on your job, don't worry about these things. I'll show you how Fiverr ranks their services. So assuming that 1,000 people are offering graphic design jobs, how does Fiverr ensure that this person's service is at the top and this person's service at the down is at the down? That's what we call the ranking. Fiverr has a lot of indices that it uses. It has an algorithm just like Facebook that it uses to rank these services that you would be offering on Fiverr. And don't worry, I'll take you through all that as we go on. So as I said, new service providers will normally start with $5 jobs in order to get more jobs and grow their reputation. So once they grow their reputation through 5-star reviews, if you get anything less than 5-star reviews, sorry, but you won't be able to make it far because you must be offering the best of the best. Okay, and Fiverr promotes them to a top level seller. So Fiverr will grade you every month. Fiverr will review your profile depending on how many services you've sold and how much money you've made, how many reviews you've gotten, how many people are looking at your profile, a lot of different factors. We do not know the ranking, algorithm is a secret. As with any service, any online service provider, they will not tell you everything, but we know at least a few things that get people to rank. Okay. So Fiverr also has a pro seller. So when you sell up to a certain level, so you move from no level to level 1, 2, 3 up to the pro. The pro level is where you can charge up to $1,000 per job or even more. That's where the real money is. So if you are able to sell your services up to the pro level, man, you've made it. People even make up to $10,000 a month at the pro level. Okay, so this is serious. So let me just take you quickly to, so Fiverr has its own terminologies. Okay, so you need to be familiar with these terminologies. Okay, so on the platform, because it is a jobs platform, okay, we need to have buyers and we need to have sellers. So the buyers are people like you, okay, who are selling your services, and the sellers, sorry, buyers are the businesses. Sorry, forgive me. Buyers are the people coming to the platform to buy the services. So these are normally businesses or one-man entrepreneurs, basically. So these are normally small businesses and entrepreneurs. They are the buyers, and the sellers are people like you who are offering your services to the buyers, the services that the buyers are looking for. Okay, so when you set up your service, you become a seller. If you go back and you buy, you become a buyer. So when you're setting up your account, you either set up as a seller or as a buyer. So I'll show you when it goes to set up, when we get to the level where we set up our profiles, I'll show you have to set up as a seller. Okay, so set up as a seller, that is where you can create gigs. And now let me just quickly go to the website and then I'll show you. So this is basically how the Fiverr interface looks like. Okay, so as you can see, it says switch to selling. It means that I've already set up as a buyer, so I can switch to selling. So I'm a buyer now. If I switch to selling, I can go here, and then this is my profile as a seller. Okay, this is my profile as a seller. So this is my seller profile. If I switch to buying, it means that I want to buy services. So I can basically come here and type the service that I want to buy. Let's say video editing. So under video editing, these are the people. So all these people, you can see level 2 seller, level 2 seller. This person has no level. So these are the sellers. So these are, so when you type for, when you are searching for a service, Fiverr will rank the gigs. Okay, Fiverr will show you the gigs that are best selling within that within that category, within the service that you are selling. So so a gig is a specific service that a seller sells. So all gigs start at 5. So now it's no longer compulsory that all gigs should start at 5. Your gig can start with whatever amount you want. But as a new seller, as I said, your gig should start from 5. That is the only way you can break in. So if we go back to the platform, so these are gigs. So if I open, so as I said, you can search a gig from here, from the search bar, or you can just quickly come to, and then these are the categories of services that are here. So if it's graphic design service, you can basically come and look to what type of graphic design that you want. If it's digital marketing, what digital marketing service that you want to buy. So if you are into writing and translation, these are the different writing and translation services. So this is important for you to know, because as a seller, if you are coming to the platform to sell, you can also come here and have an idea of what category of things that you can sell. So you can sell logos, you can sell gaming, design. So you can match your service to specific niches. Okay, so if you are into graphic design, you just don't leave it open as a graphic designer. You can be a logo designer, or you can be a game graphic designer. You can be a graphic designer for streamers. You can be a graphic designer for web and mobile. This is because when people come here, they want specific specialization. They want specific services. They want people specialize in those specific things. Okay, so if you are offering your service, you have to be as niche as possible. Okay, and I'm going to teach you that when we go to creating a gig. So basically, when you open this gig, for example, so you see this person is offering it for $5, and there's the gig description, and then you see the seller reviews, and then you see other features of the gig. All these I'll show you when we get there. So you see this person's gig starts at $130, so it's not compulsory that starts at 5, but as a beginner you start at 5. So if you open this person, for example, this gig, you would see the gig. He has a basic service which is 130, standard service 180, premium service 275, and he has one review from here. So which means that this amount of money that he will make from here is $130. So for each gig type, you have a basic, standard, and then premium. Okay, so let's go back. So services. So popular services are graphic design, video editing, content writing. So as I showed you earlier, these are the different services that you can offer under Fiverr. So the ones that I showed here are some of the most popular services that you have. So under each service, there are different niches that you can offer. Programming and text, so you can do chatbots, you can do WordPress, you can do website. If you do writing, these are the different manuscript, email copy, business name and logos. These are the different services that we have. So those are services. Ratings. A rating is a system where buyers rate sellers for jobs done. So a buyer will generally order from a seller with the most 5-star ratings. So if you go here, once again, let's go to, let's say, graphic design. So you would see that these guys at the top have some of the highest ratings. have some of the highest ratings of gigs. So that is why I told you that ratings are very is one of the ranking factors that Fiverr uses. So you realize this guy has 976 um, 5-star reviews. This man has over 1K 5-star reviews. Assuming, look at his services. He's selling, it starts at $10. The standard service at $50, premium at 100. Most people will normally buy the 50 the standard premium for, I mean, if you learn the psychology of marketing or sales, if you have three services, people normally would go for the middle services, the middle service, thinking that the basic doesn't offer enough and the premium probably is out of place, and the service is just what is in between. It's just psychology. So most people come for basic. So just multiply. This guy has sold 4,982. Multiply that by 50, and you have an idea how much money this guy has made on this platform from this gig alone. From this gig alone. And remember, this guy has other gigs. Okay, this guy will definitely have other gigs. So there's just one gig. His other gigs would be selling more. So assuming he's selling from more services by this guy. So he has this other one that he sells as well. So those are what we call ratings, and then Fiverr levels. So as you get more ratings and you make more money, Fiverr puts you through levels. Okay, so so let's go back here. You would realize this guy is a level 2 seller, and Fiverr has its own criteria for deciding what level to put you. And they do this review every month. Fiverr will review your account, and if you meet those requirements, they will upgrade you. If you don't meet them, they may downgrade you. Okay, that is how the system works. So these are some of the rating factors that Fiverr uses to 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 move you from one level to another. They look at your response rate. Okay, how quickly are you able to respond to messages that come to you? So if we go back to let's go back to my profile, for example. So messages. We go back to, let's see, dashboard. Let's go to my dashboard, and you see that my response time, as I told you, I'm not very active, to be quite frank. Fiverr is not one of my Fiverr is not one of the I have moved beyond Fiverr into setting up my own consultancy. So the work that I do here, I don't really put much time into Fiverr anymore. So that's why you would see that my average response time is what, 7 hours, which is not good enough. You should aim for 1 hour to 2 hours average response time. In fact, there was a time my response rate was so bad, 4 days. That's because I wasn't online. So we see the messages that people send me. Okay, how quickly I'm able to reply to these messages will determine my response time. And Fiverr is going to use this to rank, to determine at the end of the month what level to put me. So as you can see, this one message came 21 hours ago. I've not been able to reply to it. So that's one of the ranking factors. Your average response time, your order completion rate. So if you go back to my profile, my order completion rate is 75%. You should always aim for 90%. So if you go here, you see Fiverr. If your order completion rate should be between 90 to 100%. That is the requirement that Fiverr wants before they can rate you. And then on-time delivery. Your on-time delivery should also be at least 90%, as you can see. Fiverr says deliver 90% of your orders on time. If you come back to my profile, I'm doing order completion 75, delivery on time 83%. So according to Fiverr's ratings, these are not good enough. Even though it's green, it's not good enough. In fact, at my peak, I was doing 90 to 95% consistently all the time. My response rate, my delivery time, because I was doing it full time, 24/7. I wasn't sleeping. I was having 90% on all this. Okay, we also have your ratings. So maintain a minimum of 4.7 star ratings before Fiverr can elevate you to the next level. Selling seniority. So when you start, you should have done at least 60 days as a seller. So if you set up as a new seller, you should have done at least 60 days before Fiverr can rate you. So your orders, and then you should have done at least 10 orders before they can raise you to level 1. Okay, 10 orders before they can raise you to level 1. Your earnings, you should have earned at least $400 all time. So if within the first month you met all this and you couldn't earn up to 400, Fiverr will not raise you. They will not raise your level until you have earned 400. So if you earn your first 400 in the second month, that is when Fiverr will raise your level from level 0 to level 1. And then this without warning. Warning means that if you break their terms and conditions, okay, they are going to give you warnings. So you have to stay out of the warnings. Okay, and I'm also going to show you some of the things that probably will get you to receive a warning on Fiverr. So overall, this is how your ideal profile should look like. So if your profile is like this, you will be sure that every month, as I said, at my peak, my response rate, I was getting green on all levels. My ratings, my order completion, my delivery on time, my response rate. This was how it is before I got promoted to level 1, level 2. Before when I no longer became serious, I was getting jobs in other places. I was moving my customers out of Fiverr into my own consultancy, and I was charging more. I wasn't paying attention more to Fiverr, so my ratings started dropping, and I came back to no ratings at all. But as you can see, even with my no ratings, but because of my track record, I'm still a 5-star provider. Okay, I've done consistently over the past years. This and then that's why I still have messages coming. Some of them are referrals, some of them are old customers, some of them because the gig has so much um, ratings, good ratings. That's why I still get people knocking on my door. As you can see, this gig is late, 23 days late, and because I'm late in delivering, this will affect my order completion. So on time delivery, this order I set up, I said I could deliver it in 3 days. It's 23 days. I've not been able to deliver it. So all this will go into my order completion rate. So basically, these are the things that you need to know about Fiverr level rating. Before you get rated to level 1, you should have met all these requirements. You should have met all these requirements. In the next video, I'm going to take you through how to set up your profile and how to optimize it. And then once we are done with that, I'll take you through how to create a gig. And then once we learn how to create a gig, I'll teach you how to rank a gig. And then we can go to the next video that will show you how to receive payments once you've gotten paid, how to withdraw your money right here in Africa, whether in Ghana or in Nigeria.